Okay, so since 4 or 5 years ago, I've came across the market, like through a friend, and all the moves that was happening was like kind of maybe, why is this happening? You know, like why is dollar, or why is the stock, or why is this, or why is that moving the way it's moving? Because of the economics, because of the economy, sorry. And therefore, I've started to study economics. I don't have any master's degrees or something like that. The knowledge that I know about economics have been all through books, like classic economics. And since then, I've just been, let's say, updating myself on what have been going around the world every year. But the whole thing, let's say the whole thing that started me up to look for economics was how people behave, to be honest. Because there is a lot of psychological things that goes into economy and into society, because the economy is the society. So I want to know how people behave when something happens, or let's say when COVID happens, right? What they will do with their money. They will leave it into the bank account, they will put it into someone else, or what they will do. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how everything started. And then since then, it's just looking around the globe. That was it was my first pandemic, I think. Most of the population was the first pandemic as well. But it was something very different, because every day I was waking up and looking at, some stock lower 10%, and then waking up another day lower 50%. And then I thought I would never seen that happening, but I saw oil coming to negative territory. And I was like, wow, that's a massive problem going on. And yes, the VIX was very high. It was above 70, it was above 80 at that point. So it was on extreme levels. The main thing is because, again, the psychological effect on applying on the economics, applying on the society. People didn't know what to do, because the majority of them were there for the first time. Same as me, I was there for the first time. Probably you guys was there for the first time. If you have more than 80 or 90 years, probably not watching us, but you may have the second one. But no one knew what to expect, and no one knew how to react. Therefore, the volatility index, the fear index as they call it, yes, went up very, very high, and is still quite on, not high as it was, but it's still quite above the average, yes. Right, that's a good question. It all comes down to strategy, I think. All right, this is the way I look at to maintain myself calm under stress. I think that's how the question should be asked. How can I maintain myself calm under the stress? I guess, okay, so take like that, right? I'm gonna try to put in a perspective here. I like cars. Maybe you guys like cars. You have a Ferrari, right? You have a Lamborghini or whatever, a supercar. And someone on the streets wants to race you, and they have a Corolla. Okay, they have a Corolla. Are you afraid of that race? Or are you like, okay, it's just, it may be tuned or something like that, but your Ferrari is still like 800, 900 horsepower. The Corolla has 180, 120 horsepower. So you basically have more than double, triple, quadruple of what the other car has. So what does that mean? Well, if you're confident that you know that you have a Ferrari on your hands, you're not going to lose to a Corolla. So what does this whole thing means? It means basically if I have a strategy that has proven track record, data collected, this is why I always saying the same thing. You need to collect data, and not only data from the markets, you need to collect data from as well your own strategy. You need to understand how you behave in certain times, how your strategy behave in certain times. So coming down to the question, how can I maintain myself calm under pressure? I have something that I know it will work. So I just do what has to be done. I just tick the boxes and leave it as it is, because I know I've been looking at the data, I've been searching all the track record that I've been trading with this strategy, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever, 4 years, you may be trading with the same strategy, and updating little things here and there to the volatility of the market, then I'm calm. I don't need to feel pressure, because I know it will work on the long term. And this is the most important thing as well. You need to look at the long term and not only for the week. Because when you look for the week, then yes, you will even rush more yourself. So if we look, let's say, you have to pay your bills at the end of the week, you have to buy food, you have to do this, you have to do that. Everyone has to do this, right? If you're not a baby, everyone has to do this. If you're working for yourself, you have your own duties. Everyone has to, go to the work the same hours, some more, some less, managing time and everything. But don't let this comes to a pressure onto your trading system, is if you know that it will work. Yeah. Right. That's a nice one. I do have a few characters, I would say, off the market that I do like how they express their ideas, I would say, or how they think towards what is happening. One of them, probably some people know, probably some people don't, is Naji Nahas. I don't know if you guys have heard about this guy. He was pretty big. I'm a Brazilian, so I used to live in Brazil. I've been living in Australia for 7 years now, 6 years. And I wasn't alive when he was alive, but Naji Nahas is a big character on the market. So if you don't know, have a look on him. The other guy I really like is Renato Breia, that it's another Brazilian fund manager. They're really good on what they do as well. And then in terms of life perspective, I would say my dad, always been on my side, always been teaching me how to be who I am right now. These are the three people that I'm being, of course, two people that I've always been following, Renato and Naji. I do have friends that have funds, Ramon as well is a good guy from Indico Capital from Brazil. But yeah, most of those people, I did have a mentor. I've paid him, wasn't cheap, but he did help me a lot. But we don't have contact as we had usually when I was paying him. But he told me a lot of things. And another metaphor here is, if you want to travel, right? You want to travel from Australia to Europe. You have a few options. First option is, let's say you get a boat from here, you build your own boat, and you do all the way through the ocean to Europe. You can do that. No one will stop you to do that. It's dangerous. Yes, it's dangerous. It's gonna take long time. Definitely will take long time. But if you build the boat on the right way, you most probably know, and you're most probably confident that you will get to Europe. Or you can take a private jet and fly to Europe in a few hours, you're there. So that's the metaphor I have for everyone asking me, like, is it good to pay a mentor or is not? If they know what they're doing, yes, it's good. Because they will get you to the point from A to B much faster and much accurate. Nice, that's really good. Like a yearly outlook. Right, so the first thing is the webinars, all right? There's two main important things here. Reading the researches. I know most of people are quite lazy and don't like to read. But when you read, you have so much knowledge out there that it is unbelievable, right? Oh, but it's in Italian, but it's in French, but it's in Portuguese, it's in Mongolian, whatever language. Translate it to English, that's it, and read it, easy. There's so much content out there that it's unbelievable how free resources can be able to help you on your journey to the success of trading, let's say. But again, this is you going to a little boat all the way to Europe. If you want to learn faster the things, then you get a mentor. Or you can get us as your mentor. ACY, me, helping you every Tuesday and every Thursday, being there 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, talking to you and participating on our webinar. Free. This is free, all right? I have been paid to teach you guys, so you guys don't have to pay anyone else. So it's a very simple thing. So the way you can progress to trading is participating and enjoying, involving, asking questions that you may have. No questions is a dumb question. If you don't ask questions, then it's dumb, all right? So yeah, that's pretty much it, yeah.
Thanks for your time, and we'll look forward to the next one.
Awesome. I'll look forward for the next one as well.